Good evening, fight fans. We are live from the Alario Center just outside New Orleans, Louisiana. This is Fury FC 106, Miniev versus Moranyao. But first, tonight's event is sanctioned by the Louisiana State Boxing and Wrestling Commission, your chairman, Ronnie Rance, your deputy commissioner in charge, Chris Dupree, and your judges at cage side, Tanya Matthews, Nick Sherlock, Jeff Rexroad, and Joe Pepe. And now, please welcome to the blue corner for your opening preliminary contest, Brett Kelley. Please welcome Aidan and McDaniel to the red corner.
Turned 18. Just turned 18. We look at we're gonna get our tail to tape in just a second. But for Aidan, he does have a 2-1 record. You see our tail to tape, there's that age difference I was telling you about. Height advantage going to Brett Kelley, reach advantage going to Aidan McDaniel. Tail the Tape brought to you by the Fury Unleashed podcast. Let's go inside for our official introductions.
Ladies and gentlemen, your opening preliminary contest brought to you by the Fury Unleashed podcast, available on Apple, Spotify, and YouTube, is scheduled for 3 rounds in the Fury Amateur Series Flyweight Division. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner. This mixed martial artist stands 5 feet 5 inches tall, and he weighed in officially at 125.6 pounds. Fighting out of Houston, Texas, he holds an amateur record of 4 wins, only 1 defeat. Here is Brett Leprechaun Kelley. And introducing his opponent across the cage, fighting out of the red corner. This freestyle fighter stands 5 feet 9 inches tall, and he weighed in at 125.2 pounds. Fighting out of Baton Rouge, Louisiana, his amateur record stands at 2 wins, only 1 defeat. Here is the child prodigy, Aidan McDaniel. Your referee in charge of the action, Nick Sherlock.
All right, here we go. Expect a lot of stand-up between these two fighters. As I say that, the first shot of the night.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah, maybe that's what each of them were expecting also. And you got to think that the 28-year-old Brett Kelley, has got to think he can manhandle the kid a little bit. But I'm sure Ed McDaniel's going to have something to say about that.
Yeah, talking to people before the fight, so much excitement about Aidan McDaniel.
Yeah, just turned 18 a couple of days ago, and already with 3 amateur fights. I mean, this kid, no matter what happens tonight or any other night, this kid's got a bright future. He sticks with it, decides to stay here, stays healthy. Love seeing 17, 18-year-old kids in here scrapping with these men.
The child prodigy has Brett Kelley in his guard right now.
Yeah, he's doing a good job of controlling the posture of Brett Kelley. And he's not closing his guard, which I like, which means he's comfortable transitioning in that guard. Looks like he's trying to throw this up for a triangle here. He's put that heel and that hip just a little bit more. And he's got his arm trapped. It's really difficult to have an overhook and throw that leg over for. Now he may be trying to go to the other side.
Is there enough space though to maneuver those hips out?
Yeah, the fact that he's up against the cage is definitely hindering that.
Good pressure so far from Brett Kelley.
A lot of groundwork so far. Kelley not doing a lot of damage from down there. Just now making his first attempt to pass, it looks like. He's content with that body lock, kind of controlling the posture. It's 3-minute rounds for Hill. You just don't get a lot of time to work.
And for fight fans, you just got a little treat there in the background.
Yeah.
That looked like our ring card girl, Leah.
Yeah, they were admiring the sheath underwear that they were given for the show tonight. "15 seconds left. Aidan McDaniel trying to get up. Does a good job of using the cage, not giving up his back. They're broken apart. 6 seconds left in the round. Nice round one for Brett Kelley. I mean, not a lot of damage done, and good on Aidan McDaniel for kind of mitigating that damage. I mean, it could have been bad, but Brett Kelley just couldn't get to a good ground and pound position. The top half guard is the best ground and pound position, in my opinion, to do damage from. Wasn't able to get there, wasn't able to pass his guard. Aidan wasn't able to stand up. He did have his heels and his hips a couple of times where I would have liked to see him make some space to try to get back up. And again, that's just as he experiences that. Both these guys are coached really, really well. And so as they experience that, you'll see these guys get better and better in those situations.
Yeah, definitely. There is the experience of being in the training room, going up against stronger guys. But when the lights are the brightest, having that moment to understand, like, okay, his strength is going to feel even stronger, right? So figuring that out, and let's see if he might have learned a lesson in round one. See if the fight even gets to the ground this round. Good combo there, and immediately Brett knowing where he wants to take this fight.
Yeah, Aidan almost made a terrible mistake in turning his back to his opponent, but man, that speed that comes with youth. He was able to get back around and face him.
Has his back.
He's on his back now.
Yeah.
This trip, couldn't tell if their legs got tangled there, if he actually tripped him, but Aidan McDaniel back up to his feet. And man, you can tell Aidan McDaniel wants this to be a striking exchange. He just can't stay in front of your opponent. If you know he wants to take you down, you got to be on that bicycle. You got to move around. That's exposing his neck a little bit.
Yeah, toying with it, but Closing of the legs, squeezing tight, going to the ground. Perfect mechanics there for Brett Kelley. Almost a carbon copy of where we were for majority of the round there for round one. Up against the cage, not much space. But this is where I would like to see some adjustments for Brett Kelley. Can you posture up? Can you throw a punch? Can you create some damage? He is advancing right now, which is nice.
Well, you saw Cody Freeman over in his corner, and so we know what he would do from the ground here. That guy loves submitting people and has been on a roll with that lately. So you know he had some words for him if this goes to the ground about where to take this. Aidan having a hard time just adjusting.
Has that arm, does Aidan, but now loosened up. Aidan McDaniel's corner, asking him to open up that guard, see if you can escape, see if you can stand up, see what opens up, but good adjustments there for Brett Kelley, Michael.
Yeah, great fundamentals from Brett Kelley. You know, keeping that heel off the ground makes it very difficult to stand up. Controlling him the entire time. Even when he did stand up, he maintained control, kept that grip, kept that body lock, and now here we are again. And he's in a better position. He's in half guard this time, so the ground and pound position from here is a little harder because, I mean, there's not a submission really from here that Aidan McDaniel can throw up. There's not much to do from the bottom here except for get in a better position and try to stand up.
20 seconds left in round two.
Yeah, I mean, Aidan McDaniel is 15 seconds away from needing a knockout or a finish in that third round to win this fight. And, you know, the thing is he hasn't taken much damage. So, I mean, you know, he's still going to have a good gas tank. He's going to be able to come out strong in the third round. So,
a lot of control time, not much damage, and frankly, not much attempt at it either.
Yeah.
But also Aidan McDaniel holding the arms of Brett Kelley, holding on, making sure that nothing happens. So I get it, but let's take a look at this opening sequence for round two.
Yeah, Brett Kelley does a good job, and Aidan McDaniel was on the head here. He just got his legs trapped, and Brett Kelley did the right thing. That was a perfect technique, passing the legs along to the side so you're in side control. Aidan was able to get back to half guard, but man, this is just the story of the fight so far. Rounds 1 and 2 has been all Brett Kelley and all grappling, basically. And again, not a lot of damage, but when that's all there is just the grappling, I mean, that's what's going to favor on the scorecards. If rounds 1 and 2 were exactly the same, but Aidan McDaniel had a knockdown or something, he'd be winning this fight.
Agreed. At least that's how they would score it in Texas, where we call a majority of our fights. We are in Louisiana for the first time in 3 years. We get a chance to look at their judges, see what they value tonight. Because while we can say across the board there are certain things judges value, let's be honest, locally it does change a little bit. Child prodigy having a tough time here with Brett Kelley. Brett Kelley sticking on to him.
Yeah, Aidan has got to do everything he can to stay on his feet and keep this fight upright. He has got to sell out here because he needs a finish. His wins, he has a submission in one of his wins, has a knockout in one of his wins. But this is the best position he's been in the entire fight. He needs to make sure that he capitalizes on this position. Even if it's not, he's got to do some damage. Aidan with a nice sprawl. Yeah, Aidan has got to tee off on him.
Right there, yeah.
Yeah, he's got to tee off. He cannot.
Setting up the guillotine on the front, or sorry.
He's got a grip there, like a 10-finger guillotine grip. Be very difficult to finish from this position.
Yeah, I couldn't tell if he was setting it up or not. Trying. All right, this is what he wanted. Back to the feet. Big punch there, and immediately for the shot goes Brett Kelley.
Oh, very nice.
Nice gator roll.
And here's Aidan's first shot at the top. Let's see if he can pass out some ground and pound here and try to finish this fight. If I was him, I would try everything I could to stand back up, get this fight standing. But he has got to throw some punches. You see him crowding the legs. Yeah, and you can see Brett Kelley's just trying to control the posture, trying not to take any damage. He knows he's got the first 2 rounds in the bag.
30 seconds left. Round 3. Can Aidan McDaniel dish out something here? Has to sell out and look for a finish. His corner is begging for him to let go. 10 seconds left. Stand up. Is there a miracle left in Aidan McDaniel? And Brett Kelley goes immediately for the legs and says, I'll just ride this one to a win.
I mean, good, good control shown by Brett Kelley. I mean, it's not the most exciting style. Aidan McDaniel really never got a chance to tee off and never got a chance to show really what his skill level is, but excellent fight. I think Raheel is going to be a 29-28 for Brett Kelley. And, unfortunately we didn't get to see because, Aidan McDaniel, he looked like he was game, but it was really hard to see his skill level with that kind of fight.
Hey, look, you just turned 18.
Yeah.
This is now your 4th MMA fight.
Yeah.
As an amateur, learn from it. We always say this, amateur records be damned. It's nice, it feels good. Yeah. But who cares?
Yeah.
No one cares about your amateur record when they're looking to sign you to the UFC.
No. And we've said it before, we've seen it before. We've seen 15-0 as an amateur go 1-7 as a pro. We have seen 2-4 as an amateur go 7-0 as a pro. There's just no way of telling, how that's going to turn out. So both guys, even Brett Kelley, being 10 years older, still young at 28. Probably needs to turn pro pretty soon if he's gonna make a run. But
for sure. All right, Wayne is inside. Let's see how the judges scored this fight.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of combat, we go to the judges' scorecards for your decision. Brought to you by Warbringer Whiskey. All 3 judges scored the fight 29-28, declaring your winner by unanimous decision, Brett Leprechaun Kelley.
Congratulations to Brett Kelley, moving his record to 5-1. Now has 3 finishes out of those 5 wins. We keep things moving here. We get a chance to meet our next fighter. Here's Wayne.
Please welcome to the blue corner, Andy Nelson.
3-0, Andy Nelson. Coming out, rocking that new Clips joint. Okay, Andy, I see you. Clips, popular group, rap group from Virginia. Dropped a new album. This is one of the tracks. So Be It. I've been bumping it all week.
Look at Raheel with the rap knowledge.
Of course.
I should have known. I remember the cornrow hair you had in college. So, but I also love gangster rap. I haven't heard this, but I'm gonna check it out now.
You got it. You gotta get some Clips.
Andy Nelson, 3-0.
Yeah.
Won by arm triangle in his last fight against a 4-4 opponent. So, this is a guy that fought a guy that beat a guy and finished him that had 8 fights. And so, again, sometimes that means something, sometimes it doesn't. But what it does tell me is that he is above, his experience is above, at 30 years old, his experience is above a 3-0 amateur.
training out at 10th Planet in Austin. You see Andy Craig. You'll see him in a second. One of the best things about 10th Planet, there's a direct pipeline to the comedy mothership as a security detail, which Andy is part of.
Yep.
He is inside. Let's meet his opponent.
Please welcome Jesse Marlborough to the red corner.
Jesse Marlborough, Louisiana native, the Shadow Dweller, has a lot of friends and family here in attendance. Coming in with a an amateur record of 2-3. What's up, brother? First time inside the Fury Amateur Series cage. Got the win over Terrence Freeman back in July of 2021. For him, that's the last time he fought for us.
Yeah, his walkout music is the opposite of rap music. Whatever the opposite is.
I have no idea who this is.
Anyway,
Alex Morono. Alex Morono would know.
Yeah. He is melting right now. If he's watching, Alex is singing this song to himself.
We look at our tail to tape. The 2-inch reach advantage for Andy Nelson, even on the height. Both fighters 156, 156.4 for Jesse. Made weight. They're good to go. Agreed upon. And then here's the other thing. Both fighters as amateurs above 30 years old. We don't see that often.
Yeah. They starting late, but I mean, it's never too old to if you need to get it out of your system. It doesn't really matter what the age is.
All right, both fighters are inside. Let's get our introductions.
The following contest, brought to you by Space City Collective, is scheduled for 3 rounds of the Fury Amateur Series Lightweight Division. Introducing your first competitor, fighting out of the blue corner. This mixed martial artist stands 5 feet 9 inches tall, and he weighed in at 156 pounds. Fighting out of Tacoma, Washington, he holds a perfect amateur record, 3 wins, no losses. Here is Andy Nelson. And introducing his opponent across the cage, fighting out of the red corner. This freestyle fighter stands 5 feet 9 inches tall, and he weighed in officially at 156.4 pounds. Fighting out of Destrehan, Louisiana. Tonight, he looks for his 3rd amateur win. Here is Jesse, the Shadow Dweller, Marlborough.
The Shadow
Your
Dweller.
referee in charge, Nick Sherlock.
The Shadow Dweller.
Man.
Jesse Marlborough, red gloves. Andy Nelson in the blue gloves. Look for Andy Nelson to be super explosive. Played running back in college. Both guys trading early. Oh.
That's hard to believe at 155 pounds that somebody played running back in college. And then you, like in person, I don't know if it shows on TV, but man, his legs are huge.
Oh, yeah.
He's definitely got running back legs.
Yeah, coming in. Oh, looks like that kick did hit him in the ribs.
Yeah, Jesse Marlborough throwing some big punches. He's just not landing. He's just off cue there, but man, he is throwing for the fences on some of those exchanges.
You know, we talked about that long layoff for Marlborough. In his last fight, broke his orbital, and then was out 3 years. Is excited to make this a statement fight. Wow! And that is it! What a finish! Andy Nelson, just like that, comes into hostile territory and gets the win. Take a look at the replay here. The big kick, he had been throwing this throughout the opening round. And that one connects perfectly. Referee saw enough, and we have ourselves a finish. Good to see all is well with Jesse Marlboro. A lot of respect between these guys. Let's make it official. Here's Wayne.
Ladies and gentlemen, the end comes. 1 minute, 4 seconds into the very first round. Declaring your winner by knockout, Andy Nelson.
Let's take one more look at this finish.
I'm here with your winner, Andy Nelson.
Right after Michael.
Andy, you played running back in college, and now you're a knockout artist. How does that feel?
I don't even know. This is like an out-of-body experience right now. This is crazy, man. The whole camp, I was envisioning that left high kick. I don't know. I knew it was going to happen. I was reading all these books about visualization. I was just picturing that left head kick.
Well, it certainly landed. It looked like he caught you with a couple of decent shots right off the bat, but it seemed to just charge the battery.
Yeah, man, I didn't feel shit, so.
Well, congratulations on the win. We look forward to seeing you again. Your winner by knockout, Andy Nelson.